con el jefe de ingenieros David Nash sobre todos los detalles de este vehículo. Well, David, thank you very much for having us here in beautiful Connecticut. We're standing here by the two versions of the ATS, the sedan that debuted, I believe, like a couple of years ago.
Yes.
It seems a long time ago.
Yeah.
And now the coupe. So very different cars themselves.
Different, but there's also a lot of similarities. You know, it's part of the same family. We're hoping to expand, the interest in Cadillac with this car, attract some new customers into the Cadillac dealership as well. And it just looks gorgeous. You know, we've widened the track here a little bit, both front and rear, and in order to enhance the proportions even more than the sedan. So,
yeah, the first thing that I noticed, it's more shouldered, right?
Yes. Yeah, we've lowered the car slightly. It's about an inch lower on the roof compared to the sedan, and that's also just to help that overall proportions.
Yeah. Also, the doors, I believe the windows are like with no frames.
Frameless windows as a coupe should be, and that helps to really improve, just the overall appearance of the glass line and the paint line as well.
So besides the appearance of the car, there's also a lot of engineering to make it different, to give it a proper coupe drive.
We have enhanced from where we were on the sedan and continue to evolve and improve the car. So we've worked on the ride tuning somewhat and made some improvements there from a ride quality. Continue to work on just the overall handling nature of it. With a wider track, it just naturally has a little bit more bite in the corners than the sedan. And so we took advantage of that to some extent. We have a little bit stiffer roll bar in the rear suspension just to kind of give the car a little bit more sportiness, even though there's not a lack of that in the sedan.
Yeah, I remember when the sedan debuted. I mean, your ad campaign was fantastic with the drive on all those crazy roads around the world. So I just can't wait to see this one.
Yeah.
Also, this one has Brembo brakes?
Brembo brakes are standard, along with the 18-inch wheels are standard in the vehicle as well. And that's, again, just because, the coupe buyer is maybe a little bit higher-end buyer and is a little bit more passionate about they want this style car. And so we're trying to go after those kind of people.
What about powertrains? What engines?
Two of them. We have the 2-liter turbo. With enhanced torque this year, we've actually increased the torque to 295 foot-pounds, which is the most in the industry, and then the 3.6-liter as well.
And also you have the option of the manual transmission in this one,
That's
right?
on the 2-liter turbo, yes. And you can have all-wheel drive on either one of those engine packages.
Do you have any predictions of how people are going to take on the manual? Because, I mean, most people, you're a chief engineer for this car. The new automatic transmissions are pretty good.
They are.
Much better than most drivers, right?
And one of the things that we have with our automatic transmission is we got performance algorithm shift.
Yeah.
And so you put it in sport mode, and when you start driving aggressively on the corners, it will hold gears for you so that it's ready to go, just almost like a manual would be. And if you are braking in a corner and trying to get ready to exit the corner, it will actually downshift if it is appropriate to do so. So again, you can exit the corner real quickly. So you're right. There's the new enhanced automatics can be pretty fun to drive as well.
Yeah, and much better, at least for me. I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but I think that kind of transmission really makes the driver better, right?
Yes.
So the ATS has been doing great, right? I mean, it's been a success. I guess this is going to be the same case with the coupe.
We have almost 70% new buyers to Cadillac coming in, and that started with the ATS when we launched it 2 years ago, which is terrific. I mean, it's exactly what we're trying to do to try and change the image of Cadillac, bring in new buyers, and about 50% of those are actually new to conquest sales too from other companies.
Yeah, and this segment is very competitive. I mean, like there's the BMWs, the Mercedes-Benz, the Audis.
Yes.
So I mean, it's going to be a tough competition too.
Yes,
right?
All great products, and we actually benchmark all of those as we try to develop our car. And we look forward to you driving it later today. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, we will, and we'll sure enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and we'll talk later about after the drive.
Great.
Thank you.
Este programa fue una producción de National Latino Broadcasting.